The AT Pro has 12 segments, or notches, of discrimination. Any combination of these segments can be switched on or off based upon your preference. There are two primary methods for modifying the notch discrimination pattern to reject unwanted items. The first method is to use the notch discrim and elim buttons to manually modify the lower scale's notch discrimination pattern. Use the plus or minus notch discrim buttons to move the target ID cursor to the left or right. Next, press the elim button to activate or eliminate the pixel located on the lower scale, directly below the target ID cursor. The second method of modifying the notch discrimination pattern involves the use of only the elim push button. When an unwanted target is audibly detected while hunting, simply push the elim button to create a notch at that target ID cursor. The next time the AT Pro encounters the same trash item, it will not produce an audible signal. One good use for notch discrimination is to find a specific item that you're looking for. An example of this would be, let's say my wife was outside and she lost one of her favorite gold earrings. Let me just walk through a little scenario here and just show you how this would play out. We've got a couple of gold earrings right here, and if she was to lose one and I still had the other one, what I would do is I'd want to scan this and see what this reads. So I'll just set it on the ground right there and I'll go over it. I've got a reading kind of around 56, 60. So I'm going to go in here and notch out what I don't want to find. I want to get down to that specific reading and look for that particular lost item. So what I'll do is put a notch either side of where I expect it to be. So I've got about where it hits and maybe a pixel or two either side, so I've got a little bit of range. Because like anything else, it can change whether it's standing up or laying on its side depending on what its orientation is. And I don't know how it was lost there. So I'm just going to verify kind of what I've got for my settings and basically bracket where I want that to be. And I'm going to run my iron discrim all the way up to 40 because I know I'm not looking for iron. This is reading in the middle of the road. So I've got this set about where I want it to be. Now, again, this is just a demonstration, but if my wife had lost the earrings, let's say she was over here on the swing and it was lost out there somewhere, I'm going to take this and I'm going to just pitch it over there and not know exactly where it goes, just as if I knew it's somewhere lost in this general vicinity. So here we go, I'll toss it over there in those weeds. And I've got my settings notched out to just one little bracket of where I think that should hit based on the other one that we still have. And I'm going to go in search of the lost earring using this notch discrimination. And you would probably work some kind of a pattern through here, go back and forth and crisscross the area really well. Use string if you need to make sure you cover the ground thoroughly. And expand out from there. If you don't find it where you think it's going to be, just keep expanding your search. And just keep it slow and careful. You know, I don't know exactly where I pitched it. It's somewhere in this weed bed or through these leaves here. And there we go. I've got something that's hitting right there in the high 50s, just like the other one did. And right off the end of this coil tip, there's my earring. So we've done this little demonstration here using notch discrimination to find a specific target. We knew what it was. We knew a very tight range of where it fell. We tightened up our discrim, just left on 3 of the pixels right around bracketing where we thought it would be, and we moved in and effectively found the item. You can use this for other items that you're looking for, basically just eliminating what you don't want to find and narrowing down the range of what you can find with that discrimination. The AT Pro also features a high-resolution iron discrimination adjustment. This level can be adjusted from 0, no iron discrimination,